I'm going to be doing a boy advice video. It was requested, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, I'm basing this video off my last relationship. It was in high school. You know how high school goes. You don't really expect it to last. It did last. It lasted for almost 18 months. It was 2 days away from 18 months, and I will tell you later about all that. But first I want to tell you guys, if you guys are starting to like a boy, or you have a crush on him, or you're dating that person, there's some tips and advice and all that, so I thought I'd do that. Well, first of all, the one thing that I think, well, there's 5 things in a relationship that should happen. It should have great communication. You shouldn't have to hide things away from each other. Don't keep things inside. I absolutely hate that, because my ex was like that, and he was so insecure, and he would never want to tell me what was wrong. He was a very passive aggressive person, and I guess I just dealt with it because I loved him. And sometimes things get carried away and it doesn't, blah. 2, freedom. That's a great thing. You don't have to ask each other what you're doing every second of the day. Like, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go play basketball. I'll text you after, babe. Mwah, I love you. Like, you don't have to just be like, where have you been? I told you not to do that, or this or that, or no, like, that's controlling, and that can become a problem, and it can strain on your relationship, and you guys could end up breaking up, or having a bad fight, or just all that. So it's not even worth it. Another thing, be yourself. He'll like you for you if he really does like you. You don't have to pretend you're someone else. You don't have to pretend like you don't fart or you don't burp. Like, that should be something you're comfortable with, and you're comfortable with your relationship, and that shouldn't be like a problem. I mean, it wasn't for me, obviously, because I dated him for so long, and we just kind of laughed about it, and that's also fun too. You shouldn't have to be afraid to act yourself. That's basically it. And then think about day to day or day by day, then rather think about, oh, I'm gonna have your kids with you, especially in high school, because like I said, it doesn't really work out as you planned. I mean, look at me, and I was with him for so long, and we almost got out of high school, and a couple months before high school we broke up. Graduating from high school, we broke up. So really, I just think, like, when people, like, when they turn a certain age, especially like 18 years old, they think like they're someone else, and things start to change, and they start to change, and you know, you guys might grow apart like I did. You grow apart and things don't work out. So, I mean, take it from my perspective. We were supposed to be going to college together. I planned it. We applied at the same places. And unfortunately, that didn't work out because we ended up breaking up. So, I mean, I was really crushed. I mean, of course, like, that was my very first true, or I thought it was true, relationship. So, it's really hard, like, going through everything with one person for a long while, and then it just kind of ends the next day. So, and I mean, my past relationships before that were really not relationships. They were just, we got together and it ended. And that was really about it, because all guys wanted me is for sexual stuff, like sex, and, you know, just like me because of my body and stuff like that. And you shouldn't have to base that on your relationship. Like, there's so much more to a relationship than most people think. Like, communication, freedom, love, respect, honesty, loyal, faithful. I mean, there's so much things in a relationship that people don't even know about. I mean, most people are really into sex. Yeah, you can be really into sex and love it, but yet you can also, you know, have the qualities in a relationship to keep a relationship. And most people, they don't really, like, you know, think about it. But I mean, if you think about it, like, there's so much to a relationship, and, you know, It's not just based on sex. It's not just based on how you look. It's not based on how good of a kisser you are. Or, it's like, why don't you just bring all those qualities together in both people? And look what you have. Compare yourself to other girls. Because I don't have every single thing about, guys and girls. So, I also have, some other tips. But sometimes compare yourself to other girls. I know some girls get carried away of, just talking about, themselves. Or, their family. Or, it's like, you don't want to just talk about yourself. You want to talk about other things, like nature and, fun stuff to do, how much you like that person, and, just all that. And I think it's really important, this is really random, but I think it's really important to really get to know someone before you date them. I mean, that's what I did this second time. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I just recently got together with this guy. It's been about 4 months since my last relationship, and I'm a relationship type of person, but I'm not like that, when I'm single, I'm not a whore. So, because I don't like having sex with people, randomly, I have to be in a stable relationship in order to have sex with them. So, this is all my stuff is out and random and mixed up, I know, but if you feel like your other partner just that's all they want, you need to confront them and talk to them about it. Some people they'll get jealous, or they'll find a problem and they'll have a fight in their relationship, but if they have a problem, they don't want to talk to their partner about it. They don't want to bring it up or make them upset, but it's in order to solve the problem, you have to confront the person. You have to tell them what's wrong with you, how you feel. I mean, it shouldn't be about arguing, it should be about talking. So, most people don't really like to do that, and some people do, but it's really, really good to actually confront the person and talk about it, because that's how you solve your problems. You don't solve your problems by fighting. It just makes it even more of a fire, if you know what I'm saying. When you guys have opinions, make sure your guys' opinions, you respect each other's opinions. Don't be a hypocrite and be oh, this is my opinion, but you can't have your opinion. Or you do this opinion and then you do your opinion opposite. Just have your own opinion, and you always should have a chance to talk in the fight, or, anything. It shouldn't be one-sided, it should be both, if that makes sense. If you're really liking someone, or you're with someone, don't ditch them, for your girlfriends, or your boys, or, anything. Don't do that, because that gets the person really upset, and it just causes fights. So, I mean, you shouldn't want to be able to ditch your partner, Just don't let your insecurities get the best of you. I mean, you should eventually, or if you already do, have a partner that respects your flaws and knows your flaws and loves you even though you're you. If that makes sense. He loves you for you. He doesn't, pick out your flaws, oh, is it a pimple on your face? Or stretch marks, or your stomach, or anything, your eyes, or something. Your insecurities are insecurities. Yes, everyone has them, and I don't want to hear anyone that tells you that they don't have insecurities, because they do. Decision making should be together, not one-sided. You shouldn't be afraid to embarrass yourself in front of them, because then it's just really funny, and it's time to have a long relationship. And I think people shouldn't base their relationship on certain qualities. I think they should, just act yourself and do what's best for both of you, not just one of you. And have freedom, have respect. Mainly respect, because if you don't have respect for each other, then what do you have? And you have to have honesty. Honesty is the main thing too. Never lie or cheat, or any of that. I think that's all I have to say. I mean, that's just based on my experience, I guess. But if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know and I will answer them. I don't really have that much to do during the day, or early anytime, because we're moving again. But Anyway, if you guys have questions, you can leave it in the comment, or you can, you know, message me in my inbox. That's really like that private, or, you know, anything. I'm here to answer your questions, and I know what it's like to have or be heartbroken, or was. So anyway, if you guys just want to talk, you know, just tell me and we will chat. I also have an Instagram that I love. I post like every day. If you guys want to follow me on that, it's Let's Talk Jackie. It's just my channel, you know, name. And then I have a Facebook. It's just Jackie Larson, my name. If you guys want to chat on there or something or whatever, there's my social networks. And hope I helped you guys, and I will be making a Draw a Life video. I hope to be doing that tomorrow or sometime this week. I know you guys have been asking for it. I just haven't, well, it's not that I haven't had time, it's that I need to have time to make it, because it takes like forever, and I have to have Haley help me, sister, so I'm sure you guys know her, Haley and Baby, or I think that's her channel. But anyway, I have to have her to help me, so I will do that very soon, because I know you guys want to see it, and I know my life's kind of interesting, so hopefully it'll be good. But yeah, I'm trying to get my views up, so please, and my subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe and rate and ask me questions and all that, and I'm here to chat with you. So love you guys, and I will be back with my next video.